What's up, guys? It's BornFree. I'm a Red Bull Conquest. I'm gonna be making a. What is it, Steve?
This is not any Red Bull Conquest. It's Red Bull Conquest Oakland, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up, guys? BornFree here. Stop number 6. 2 more to go. We're going to find out if NorCal, Oakland, Red Bull Conquest, will they have a team that is going to be strong, that they can take to Santa Monica? I don't know, but we're going to find out. All right, Rose, tell me about the NorCal scene. Is it strong right now?
Oh, extremely. I mean, we're definitely strong because we're pretty much a melting pot of a bunch of very, very strong competitors throughout the world, as silly as that sounds. Like, for example, we have PR Balrog, right? And he came from Puerto Rico, and now he resides here in NorCal. We even pull, even from SenCal, Samurai, who is a strong Street Fighter competitor. He resides in SenCal, now is in NorCal.
So you think that's where your strength comes from? Is like pulling in all these different people?
Yeah, like they have different play styles, right? So some people may be more rush down, some people may be more patient. And the great thing about NorCal is we get to play against different styles, and that's how come we actually perform well in tournaments.
What do you think about the concept, like of bringing together these 3 different games in one tour?
I actually really like it a lot. It feels really official, like something you would see in the Olympics, you know, like multiple different levels, but then obviously this is 3 different games. Everybody carries their own weights, but the points at the end of the day, you know, they contribute to the whole entire team, right? So it's really important that you play to represent your team, not just yourself.
Hey Brett, you were commentating Unist. That looked free to me. Tensei winning it. Like, did that play out the way you thought it would?
Well, you know, Tensei as a player, like when he's on fire, he is just on fire. So it didn't surprise me because he took out some other big names, right? He beat Lolly Maiko 2-0 in winners, and that guy was the highest placing American at EVO, right? So the fact that he beat him too, I was like, oh, I think he's on fire today. And there's a lot of history between him and 2GIG. The previous tournament, he actually lost to him twice in a row in winners and grand. So there was like adaptation. There was a lot of adaptation going on. So it was a blowout, but the storyline behind it's really awesome.
So you think Tensei can take out like the Red Blades of this world?
I think that he is definitely on the level, if not better, than many of the players that qualified. Like, I'm looking at the spread of who's the reps for each region, and Tensei can easily hold his own, if not just take the whole thing.
Okay, Tensei, you just won Unist. How do you feel about repping NorCal at Santa Monica in finals?
I want to do a good job at repping NorCal. I want to play my best.
So we have 5 regions that have qualified already. You know those players from Unist. What do you think when you look at that list?
Definitely the ones that stand out the most to me are Red Blade and Trill. Red Blade being honestly the undisputed best player NA, as well as the strongest SoCal player. In terms of Trill, he's the one who eliminated me at EVO. I think my mindset is as long as I played my best, I'm very proud of that. And I think that Eltnum is a character that when pushed to the limits, definitely can beat any character.
Okay, Brass, you were commentating Street Fighter 5. Nephew is our winner. Is that how you expected things to turn out?
The grand finals matchup, we did expect Samurai and Nephew, but what we didn't expect was for Nephew to really beat his demon and absolutely wash Samurai in the grand finals. Very contrary to the results of Wednesday night fights of the last handful of weeks.
How good is Nephew?
He's pretty unreal. Before he really splashed onto the scene, I just remember watching him in casuals at a major just running a train on all these top names, and people are figuring out, asking each other who is this guy, who is this guy?
And he moved to NorCal 2 months ago or something like that?
Yeah, about 3 months ago, got a job around here, and we all heard the news and sweated a little bit. He's so strong, absolutely. And but it's great because Samurai was so top dog for so long, but now we kind of have 2 really top players dominating Wednesday night fights right now. It's really good to see, and it's great practice against top play like that.
Do you think Nephew on his day can probably do a lot of damage in Santa Monica?
Absolutely. He's not just a absolutely top tier player. He's playing one of the scariest, strongest characters in the game right now. And he's using her abilities to full potential.
Nephew, you just won Street Fighter 5 at Red Bull Conquest Oakland. How do you feel to be representing Oakland?
I feel really good. I've been in NorCal for about 3 months now, and I've been coming to Wednesday night fights every week. So it feels really good to kind of rep the place that I've been training with. Yeah.
So how did today go for you? Was there anybody that caused you problems?
Yeah, early in my pool, I lost a game to Sevele, who's a pretty strong Necalli player. But other than that, I think Samurai was definitely my hardest match. Basically, every week in Wednesday night fights, like for the past 6 weeks, it's been us in grand finals. And it almost always goes down to last game.
You've seen the other players who have qualified from the other regions. How do you feel about your chances? Did any of those guys scare you?
So everyone that's qualified is definitely a strong player, but the only one I'm worried about and the only one that I'm really going to prepare for is Punk.
Alright, we finished Tekken. Jimmy J Tran won. Subtle, you were commentating. Did that go the way you thought?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what people felt like was going to happen, but it was really interesting his path to get there. I think that there was a lot of players that really tested Jimmy, tried different things out, gave him different looks, but Jimmy J Tran, being who he is, he reacted, made the adjustments that he needed to, and I think that the best player won.
Now, you've seen the other Tekken players who have qualified from the other 5 regions so far. Do you think any of them have a chance of giving him trouble?
Really the big question mark and the big blocker for Jimmy. We say this in NorCal a lot, but Jimmy can't beat Anakin. It's been a big thing that he stumbled on, hasn't been able to really get past. And Anakin is just this wall for Jimmy right now. It's a lot of these big events. So hopefully Jimmy, I know he's been thinking about it. I know it bugs him. I want to see that matchup.
Jimmy J Tran, you won. How does it feel to be supporting Oakland at Red Bull Conquest at Santa Monica?
I'm very happy to basically represent the region I've been born and raised in. Not exactly Oakland, but Northern California in general. Northern California has kind of been off of the map. I just want to put it back on the map with my own hands.
Right, but you're in a team. You've got Tensei and you've got Nephew. How do you feel about that team?
To be honest, I don't know much about the Unist team, but I've definitely seen Nephew play Street Fighter 5. And he definitely seems like a good teammate that I can rely on.
Okay. I recently heard that Anakin's a bit of a boogeyman for you. Have you seen all the players that have qualified?
I took a look at the players that are qualified, but aside from Anakin and also Speed Kicks, I don't really remember the other. Oh, Shadow as well. Shadow, of course, is a competitor.
Okay, so those are the names that stand out for you. Will you have any special preparation when you think about those guys going into Santa Monica?
I think about our past matches. I think about our history and everything, and also what they haven't seen yet either. I'm definitely looking forward to showing more of that in Santa Monica.
Awesome. And how does someone like you, you're a legend, man. You're like everyone talks about Jimmy J Tran, the legend of America, right? So how do you train these days? Do you train? How does that work?
So normally I play at Bronson's house. Bronson's kind of like a mentor to me, and he's actually the winner of last year's Red Bull Oakland, notorious winner of 2018. And I just play with him mostly.
Okay. So but these days it's mainly just playing, practicing, and I'm assuming that you can both play all the characters.
So we pretty much have all the bases covered. We can play all the characters, and it's definitely like a challenge, like going back and forth. Like he's adapting and I'm adapting. So it's definitely good in that sense.
Gotcha. Now you play Brian primarily. I know you won a tournament with Armor King recently, but why are you such a loyalist?
To be honest, there's a few reasons. One, Brian's the character I'm most comfortable with after playing him for so many years at this point. And two, I also don't want like the negative feelings that come with losing after you switch to. So I feel like it's safer to just stick with Brian, even if it is like a little unpredictable sometimes.
Even if he gets nerfed?
Even if he gets nerfed. As long as he's not garbage, it's fine.
Okay, as long as he's not garbage. All right, so we got 2 more events, one in Minneapolis, one in Seattle. Is there anybody else you want to see qualify that you want to play at the finals?
In particular, from Seattle, I want Eddie Boy Mang to win because he's been like a king of his region for so long, and we're really old friends too. And
sometimes like he like loses motivation or doesn't play as much, but I want him to do really well.
All right, well, there you have it. From the legend, Jimmy J Tran, the guy that everybody said was going to win. He did it. Congratulations, my friend. Yeah, thanks for the interview. I have LPN, Mr. NorCal right here. How are you feeling about the team that you've got to represent you at Santa Monica Finals?
I think we're going to take it really far this year. I would even say even first place, to be honest. I mean, the team chemistry, I think, is there. Everybody really holds their own. But I think comparing to the other teams, I think we're far, far more strong than them.
All right, and they're all from NorCal as well.
It's true. It's a very organic team. Unlike, I heard SoCal got invaded. So.
Gotta get that in there. All right, guys, that's it. We're wrapping up Red Bull Conquest Oakland. We have a team, all from NorCal, no invaders, strong team. In fact, we have 6 teams qualified now. Let me know down in the comments who you think is the strongest. We have 2 left to go, Minneapolis and Seattle. I'll see you in Minneapolis. Follow along on redbullconquest.com. I am out of here.